Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. My name's Sam and today we're going to tackle 3 key economic indicators that every trader should understand: GDP, inflation, and unemployment. These might sound like big, scary terms, but we promise to make it easy and practical to understand. But before we get into all the exciting details, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more content like this one. Let's get started. First up, GDP, Gross Domestic Product. Think of GDP as the total value of everything produced in a country over a specific period, usually a year. Now, why does this matter for traders? When GDP is growing, it signals a strong economy. Businesses are making money, people have jobs, and generally there's more cash flowing around. For traders, a growing GDP usually means that stock markets will perform well because companies are likely to report better profits. But if GDP starts to decline or grow slower than expected, it could be a sign of trouble, like a recession coming up. This might lead you to adjust your trading strategy, maybe by being more cautious with stock investments or looking into safer assets like bonds. Let's put this into perspective with an example. Imagine a country's GDP has been steadily increasing over the past few quarters, signaling robust economic growth. Companies are thriving, unemployment is low, and consumer spending is up. As a trader, this could be a green light to invest more heavily in stocks, expecting that many companies will report strong earnings. But now, suppose that same country's GDP growth starts to slow down significantly or even declines. This might indicate the economy is heading towards a recession. As a result, you might decide to shift your strategy, perhaps by reducing your exposure to stocks and moving towards safer investments like government bonds, or focusing on sectors that tend to perform well in downturns like utilities or healthcare. Next, let's talk about inflation. This is when prices for goods and services rise over time, reducing your purchasing power. In other words, your money buys less than it used to. A little inflation is normal, but when it gets too high, it can cause problems. For traders, inflation is like a double-edged sword. On one hand, moderate inflation can be a sign of a growing economy. But on the other hand, if inflation spikes too high, the central bank might raise interest rates to cool things down. Higher interest rates can make borrowing more expensive for businesses, which can slow down growth and potentially hurt stock prices. So when inflation numbers come out, keep an eye on how the markets react. It could influence your decisions on whether to hold on to certain assets or look for opportunities in sectors that benefit from inflation, like commodities. Let's look at a simple example. Imagine you're planning to buy a new laptop that costs $1,000. If inflation rises and prices go up by 10%, that same laptop might now cost $1,100. Your $1,000 no longer covers the full cost, meaning your purchasing power has decreased. As a trader, this change might prompt you to consider how inflation could impact the companies you're investing in, especially those sensitive to consumer spending. Finally, let's discuss unemployment. Simply put, this is the percentage of people in the workforce who are actively looking for a job but can't find one. High unemployment is usually a sign of an economy in trouble. If people aren't working, they're not spending, and that can slow down economic growth. For traders, high unemployment can be a red flag. It might signal that companies are struggling, which could lead to lower stock prices. On the flip side, if unemployment is low, it means more people are working, spending, and driving economic growth. This could be a signal to go bullish on certain stocks. But remember, it's not just the unemployment rate itself that's important, it's also how it changes over time. A sudden increase in unemployment can spook the markets, while a steady decrease might indicate a strong economic recovery. Ever wonder what the lowest unemployment rate in history was? It's close to zero, but don't get too excited. That typically happens during times of war when everyone's working towards the war effort. Not exactly the ideal economic conditions. GDP, inflation, and unemployment, 3 powerful indicators that can give you valuable insights into the economy. And remember, the markets can be unpredictable and trading is risky, so be sure to use all available tools and conduct thorough research. Do you usually follow any of these indicators? Let us know in the comments down below. And while you're down there, make sure that you like this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss another video. And since you like this one, here are 2 more videos that you'll enjoy. I'll see you next time.